So we're here in the Game Science booth and we're talking to Kevin Cook, owner of the world's largest dice collection. Now Kevin and I have had a chance to talk many times over the last couple years, and I think before we get into talking about new dice and all kinds of things dicey, let's talk about last year you hit a pretty significant number in your collection of dice, and that was, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, 30,000 dice.
Yes.
Approximately right around last GenCon. So a year has gone by. How many dice have we added to the world's largest dice collection in just one short year?
8,948 before GenCon.
That's before GenCon. Oh, that's insane. I don't even have that many dice total, and you've managed to collect that many in a year. Now, is that certainly is not a normal year, is it? That's pretty beefy. That's a pretty increasing by 25%. That's crazy.
Yeah, and also I think we might have been off by a year because I'm adding about 3,800 a year.
Okay, wow.
Is what you can actually see the progression on the website.
Exactly. Now you probably you do a lot of the collecting yourself, but you have a small army of people that come to you and help you make sure that you find every die that you can possibly find, right?
Gee, and who might that be? Yes, everybody and his brother tells me about, oh, there's a die over here, oh, there's a die over there, you know. Especially places like this.
Exactly. Now, before we get into the dice, one other real quick thing.
Oh, sure.
You just showed us, and we're going to show this in a picture, but you actually have a miniature in your likeness that's going to be produced how soon?
Oh, it's actually available.
It's actually out. If you look at the miniature, you're not going to have any problems recognizing exactly who it is. That is so awesome. Okay, so now let's get into the good stuff. And we always talk to Kevin because obviously Kevin is always up on the newest dice. And we've got a little cheat sheet here of all the new dice that we need to be checking out right now. So I'm going to turn it over to Kevin and let you tell us all the cool stuff that's coming up.
Sure enough. Well, from Q Workshop, they are almost always going to be the star when it comes to new dice at GenCon. They've got a whole bunch, probably, I think we're talking about 12 different new neon-colored ink dice.
Sweet.
They also have metal steampunk.
Oh.
You've seen the steampunk over the past couple of years? They now have them in steel.
Sweet. And
they have a new shape of D4. It's an actual mathematic shape, and I can't remember the name of it. It looks like two horseshoes interlocked like this.
Oh, wow.
It's a very awesome
I know where I'm going right after this interview.
On to Crystal Cast.
Cool.
Well, Crystal Cast, they're well known for their dwarven stones.
Absolutely.
Well, they now have, let's see, 16, it'll probably be 30 millimeter. Stone D20s.
Oh, wow.
And they have them in about 8 different stones, green jade, green aventurine,
Isn't
blue.
that like twice the size of their normal?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty heavy. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, they managed to get clear stone to be able to cut these.
Wow.
You know, hematite and so forth.
That's awesome.
They also have some interesting one-off dice that, you know, they will pick some of these up occasionally from Dice and Games. I'm seeing them from many different websites. And they're just animal dice, like pterodactyls, you know, it's all dinosaurs or insects or anything like that.
Okay.
Sweet. And they're pretty cool. On to Koplau. The tactile dice.
Right.
The Braille dice. They've made Braille dice for years.
Absolutely.
Now they're much larger.
Right.
And in 2 different colors.
Have you seen, on that subject, there's a Kickstarter project up for those tactile dice that are actually quite different than all the tactile dice that we've seen up to now. They finally introduced polyhedral tactile dice. So I know you have to have your name in that list.
Oh yeah, and speaking of which, Kickstarter is the best thing I have seen since Shapeways.
Sweet.
That we
I was
talked
going to ask you
about 2 years
that
ago.
exactly.
Because the fact that the Shapeways artists that I deal with are now being approached by people like Impact Miniatures to do their own dice and mass produce them.
Cool.
One Kickstarter I'm involved in is producing the Shapeways Artist Magics D14 and D18.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Awesome.
Yep, so check out Kickstarter, because just Kickstarter and dice and you'll probably find 10 or 15 different things.
Absolutely.
Okay, just little fiddly bit things.
Okay.
There's a company called Talicore. And they've got a 5 dice set called Core, and there's like a semi coming straight onto you. And when I looked at the dice and then briefly ran over the rules, it's Neil Bourne's.
Really?
In dice form.
Milborn, the dice game?
Yes.
Woo! Milborn's what, like 100 years
old? Yeah.
Absolutely.
A Coufferet.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now there's another one, a Mind Twister. The people who brought us Sushi Roll.
Absolutely.
They've got a new one called Fang Dooble.
Fang Doogle. Sweet.
Dooble. I said Fang Doogle as well.
Okay.
And it's an amazing wooden dice, and they're very pretty.
Okay.
Brian Kowalski of Cookie Food, Kabuto.
Absolutely.
Fortunately, he couldn't be here this year, but he's released 2 more expansion packs for Cookie Food.
Excellent.
Iron Die, back over here.
Oh, yeah.
They have now released the 3rd edition, Battle Edition of their dice, with made from Zamek as well. And they managed to find a way to make them look like stonewashed denim, so that the paint is not on the edges, because that was their major problem, was chipping. Now all the paint is just in the detail, and unless you're digging into it with a pointer.
Right. Excellent. I've got so many of those dice at home. They're gorgeous dice. The heft, the design.
But yeah, they do great.
Yeah.
But now I think they've solved that now.
Sweet.
Okay, Crafty Gamer.
I don't know if I know Crafty Gamer.
Yeah, they're over there by Q Workshop.
Okay.
They have Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn dice.
Oh, sweet. I have to get over there.
Oh, yep. And there's a 10 dice set, and if you buy it here versus electronic, you get an 11th symbol. And I don't know, have you read the series?
I have
read
not.
the one book in the series?
I know of the book.
I was going to say, because Brandon was very busy finishing up the Robert Jordan Wheel of Time series.
Absolutely.
So he just wrote this one book, and everybody says, well, we like your work too.
Nice.
Okay, strange company called Eternal Revolution. It's back right over there.
Okay.
They have a game, and I really like this game, Uncle Chestnut's Table Guide. And this thing is a cross between Chinese checkers and chess. Because it's Chinese checkers. As you jump your own piece, it's a die. You roll it, and the characteristics change. So it was a knight. I jump over one of my own pieces. As a result, I roll, and now it's a queen.
Oh, that's freaky.
You know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And talk about randomness. Yeah, randomness in a tactics game.
Chess, exactly. That's cool.
Okay. There's a new game called Dotsy by Miranda.
Okay.
I'm not even sure how it plays. They've got 6-sided dice with colored pips, almost like either the Rainbow Koplau or like Michigan dice.
Okay, perfect.
And each die is a different color combination.
Oh, okay.
So the 5 may be orange on this die and green on another die.
That's freaky.
I'm not sure how it works, but I had to have those dice. Dicecapades, this is an older, this is an older game that apparently I missed.
Right.
Dicecapades Dice Tea.
I know the rest in the series, but I didn't know about Dice Tea because there's pirates and words.
Exactly, and these were just letter dice.
Okay.
And when zombies attack by attack dice, of course zombies are still really big.
Yep.
And so we got yet still another zombie die, and then we had Dice of the Dead are here.
Absolutely.
And so is King Zombie is here. But I already had all those, so. And then of course Steve Jackson. Everybody's been chomping at the bit for the Metal Cthulhu dice.
Oh, absolutely.
So they're here and gone.
Yeah, it didn't take too long. I assume you have your set already?
Oh, I was one of the first people in line.
Nice.
And that's pretty much it for the new dice for this year.
Awesome. Well, we certainly appreciate you taking your time out of, I know what is a busy dice collecting 4 days for you. Absolutely. I hope that we can make this an annual thing.
Absolutely.
We know that we're just always going to meet here at GenCon. We're going to talk about the latest and the greatest in dice. We're going to check in. We're going to see how many dice you've collected. I'm going to try to just collect as many dice in the next year as you collect in like a month. I think I'm going to try that. That might work.
That'll work.
So thanks again, Kevin. It's a pleasure speaking to you, and we will see you in a year.
And we'll see you later, David.